Abraham Lincoln was born and raised in Hardin County, Kentucky. He was raised by Thomas Lincoln and Nancy Hanks, uneducated farmers, in a one-room log cabin on a 348-acre Sinking Spring farm. Abraham grew up to be a tall young man. He worked in the post office business for a long time. That's how he used his top hat to keep track of his envelopes. On November 4th, 1842, Mr. Lincoln married Mrs. Mary Todd, daughter of a prominent slave-owning family from Kentucky. For some reason, they got along real well. They lived a very happy life, except Abraham Lincoln was 6'4", but Mrs. Mary Todd was, well, on the short side. But that didn't change anything. They had 4 beautiful young men. Their names were Robert, Edward, Willie, and of course, little Tad. Oh right, I forgot about Mr. Lincoln. Oh dear. Then Abraham Lincoln became a lawyer. As you can see, Mr. Lincoln didn't really like that job. During his time, he had many beliefs in the subject. People in the South were owned by people. These people were called pro-slaveries. Yeah. And they kept people as slaves, and Abraham Lincoln didn't like that. They didn't get paid to just live there, and if they tried to run away, they would catch them and they would get punished. Wasn't really a life to live now, was it? And that is why Abraham Lincoln didn't like their beliefs. So they stuck to their own ways and came up with a new president. His name was Mr. Jefferson Davis. Next report, I'll do a biography about him, but Abraham Lincoln, of course, did not like their beliefs. So he became President of the United States and tried to stop slavery as much as he could. He did one thing that helped. He signed something called the Emancipation Proclamation. That didn't certify, of course, that slavery could be ended. It gave people a choice. But that was good enough for Mr. Lincoln. Mr. Lincoln, at attending a very nice play called Our Own American in Ford's Theater in March 19th, 1860 something. He was watching it, and then a young fella named John Wilkes Booth, who was for slavery in many ways, grabbed out a revolver and shot our president in the back of the head. The next day, poor Mr. Lincoln died in bed in a coma. He never awoke in that day. John Wilkes Booth was on the run from the police. They found him in a barn and shot him to death, and he died of gunshot wounds. Ford's Theater, it still remains to this day. Abraham Lincoln was put on many things, such as the $5 bill, the copper penny, and the stamp. all reminders of our great president and the great life that he lived. Thank you for watching this program, brought to you by Brandon Adams of Miss Figueroa's class, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you, and please have a nice day.